Okay guys, how's it going? Right, so I'm going to actually be doing another LMS commentary today. Of course, I'm doing an LMS commentary. That's what I've been uploading recently. But basically, what I'm going to do today is render self brid. So you can basically get rid of your character if you type render self in the right client. I'm using RuneLite. I'm not sure what other clients you can do it with, but okay, we got the freeze there. So I'm actually going to turn it off because we're both unfrozen, so there's no benefit to render selfing. Um, but I'll be using it when I need to. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm practicing for the tournament that Jagex has just announced, um, which is going to be competitive. And unfortunately, whether you like it or not, the meta of this game is to DED Brit. And I know a lot of people don't like fighting it. It can be very frustrating if you are not getting freezes. But you know, we're not here to make people enjoy playing LMS right now. We're here to win and be competitive. And there's quite a few competitive people in this game. AA Gamblers is a really good player. And there was another guy that I've seen quite a few times. I've lost to a few times and things like that. So hopefully this will be a competitive game. So the first thing you want to do is just try and rush the freeze. Okay, he's got me frozen and I splashed perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tank this freeze. So I'm going to barrage him, but when I'm barraging him, he's not creating distance, so I'm just going to whip him. But yeah, when I'm barraging him, I'm going to blood barrage him so that he remains unfrozen. And now that I'm unfrozen, I'm going to catch a freeze. Okay, we're eating when we're not taking damage, so we're optimizing our eats, and let's get started. So one of the benefits of this style is that you can see what they're doing. And actually, what I'd recommend is, let's see if we can just catch a refreeze. What I'd recommend doing, he's not prioritizing a freeze, so we're just going to do it to him again, is if you see them with melee out, while you're doing this, you stand diagonally. So he's actually trying to mage me and range me at the moment. He's doing a lot of damage. But while he's doing this, he's about to be unfrozen, but I would go diagonally and hit him. That way I get a free hit. Most people would have pulled their bolt out there. Okay, so one of the other benefits of this is that he's going to change his game up now because he doesn't know really what to do. So he's taken his mage out. You're going to get flamed a lot while you're doing this, by the way. People really don't enjoy playing against this style. But it puts people off of their game, so people are more likely to be like trying to freeze you at an awkward time. Do you know what I mean? He shouldn't have been trying to freeze me while I had my DDS out. But obviously, firstly, he probably can't see my DDS, and secondly, um, what else can he do? A lot of people don't know how to combat it. I'd say the only real way to combat it, if you're not willing to DD back yourself, is create distance and just make it a ranged mage fight. Just back away from them every time they're unfrozen, and even then, you know, you're relying on RNG to make sure that you're not frozen. It's getting to the end of the game. Oh, this isn't the safe zone, is it? For some reason I was thinking this was a safe zone. Okay, we're going to take some damage here. But yeah, it's a really effective start, and what I've actually done is I've got a button which types out render self and then hits enter. So actually I've got a button that I can use to just click it on and off. I'm pretty sure that that's not against the rules. But if it is, obviously I can stop doing that. One thing that you can do is just have render self typed out, just in case somebody does it to you if you're not wanting to do it yourself, or you can just play with render self off. One of the things that you're going to struggle with though is your HP at the start, but don't get down because of that, because eventually you'll get used to it, and there are lots of benefits. Oh dear, that was unlucky. Okay, so we're going to hide the fact that we want to mage him because we want to catch a freeze straight away so we can utilize this and get the game going. Can I attack this guy first? I can. Okay, let's see if we can get a freeze. Can we get a freeze before him? Put the dehyde on. Okay, he's trying to range us, which is fine. Okay, he caught that one. We're just going to drop our specs for now. Every time he's not praying melee, we're going to drop our specs. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to basically minimize the amount of damage that I'm not doing a very good job of it, but I'm trying to minimize the amount of damage he's doing whilst we are both in combat with each other. Okay, he's actually caught the freeze and I've not caught a freeze. So if I do want to freeze him, I'm going to blood barrage him. No, not doing that. Okay, we've got 4 seconds left. Okay, he's frozen. Right, let's click Renderself on. Let's eat up. Okay, we can see that he's praying range. Oh, didn't get my piety on for that. And I turn my augury off. Don't get caught up, by the way, when you're doing this in... let's see, he's prioritizing a freeze. Could have gone for a DDS there. And it's just as easy as that. As soon as you've clicked, you'll get into the rhythm of it. It's just the rhythm. As soon as you see the XP drop, click back under him. He can hit you back, but he's got a very limited amount of time. He's got his Mystic on, that's DDS. We're unlucky there. Okay, he's going to hug us. Let's turn our player indicators, our player back on. Okay, he's getting a few free hits. This guy's a good player. Can we get a freeze? We can, and we're now unfrozen. Okay, so we're going to do that thing. Step out to the side, hit him, DD. Step out to the side. We don't need to do this anymore because he's maging and ranging. Okay, I think he's dead. Let's just bolt him to death. No, he isn't. He's still eating. Pray range because he's got that ACB. Okay, we got the freeze. And we're going to go back under. Oh, no, we're not. As I said, guys, you're gonna get flamed a lot doing this. People really don't like fighting against this. And I can understand why, because it's probably not very fun when you're just getting battered by somebody who's DDing you. But it's the meta of the game, and in a competitive situation, we're gonna want to do that. One of the benefits of doing this is you can take on people that have a lot higher gear than you. Can we catch a freeze? We can. He caught one too though. Okay, so while we're unfrozen, we're going to drop all our specs. If you notice, the reason I'm praying range and then switching it is because I'm trying to bait him. Basically, let's say he was going to range me, but then he sees the range pray up. He's going to have second thoughts about ranging me. He might not. Might be a good player who doesn't, who can see that I'm doing that. But okay, so he's going in for melee. Steps to the side. At that point, we don't need to pray melee. He's probably got the gist of that, so we're going to go in for a melee hit. But yeah, at that point, you don't need to. Okay, he's freezing us. Sorry, it's really hard to commentate and play a tough game. But yeah, at the point when he sees the prey range, he might decide to no longer do the range, and it would just mess up his hits a little bit. See if we can catch freeze. We can. So this guy is okay. He's opting for the. He tries to freeze me back, and he's successful with it. So that is probably what I would do against this. But yeah, so for example, I pray range there. And then I pray melee. I actually want to pray melee, but that way he's less likely to range me because he thinks, oh, he's praying range. I'm gonna melee him. Let's DD under him. I've actually lost track of freezes, but I suppose he is frozen. So this guy does a lot of fakies. So He's not going to attack with the attack style that he's showing. So he's not going to attack with mage, but let's bait him. Okay, as I say that. He's going to attack with melee. Yeah. He's going to attack with mage. He fake his range a lot. Melee. He's going to mage. He's not really maging us at all. Ranging us, even though he shows it a lot. Oh, we could die there. Right, let's try and get a freeze. Actually, we just need to KO him. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, that was a tough fight, so it's hard to commentate over it. Let's pick up as much of this as we can. But I've got a feeling we're going to get PJ'd, so let's just make sure we've got A set up on. Okay, so that's our range. This guy's definitely going to PJ us. Carol's lever top. Okay, do you know what? That's good enough, because we're going to get attacked in a second. Okay, so we're just baiting him once again. So I'm baiting him into ranging. Now I'm going to bait him into maging. Okay, he didn't fall for it. Can we get a freeze on him? Yeah, we can. Okay, right. Let's use that as an opportunity to eat up to full. Okay, so as we can see, he's looking to claw us. So we're going to step out to the side. And we got a free hit. Now he's back to range, so we don't need to do that anymore. Let's get our tank gear on after every hit. Meleeing him now. He's going for the mage. Switching to range. As you can see, he's a bit flustered. He's no longer getting his tank shield on. It's a very hard playstyle to play against. So this guy got to a final, so he must be relatively good. But he's really struggling against this playstyle. He's just trying to catch a freeze. He has actually caught one. We know that he's going to go in for a desperation claw, so let's just pray melee. There's no need to not do. Let's bait him into clawing. Let's bait him into clawing again. There we go. Okay, we got him frozen again. Oh, no we don't. Ah, we didn't catch freeze there. But we can predict what he's going to do. I didn't predict it very well, but I could predict that he was trying to mage me because he doesn't want to get DD'd again. So that's all he'll be thinking about now. And that should be it. It should be an easy win. Good fight. If you have any questions about DD Bridding that I didn't answer in this commentary, because it is a commentary, it's not a guide or anything, then let me know and I'll try to help you out. So I am now on 431 wins in 850 games. So I have broken the 1 win in 2 games mark. So I win over 50% of my games now. Anyway, see you later, guys.